Welcome back to Insanity Check. So, yeah, we seem to be on a roll right now with a little bit of this craziness, and this is probably out of everything, probably the most disturbing thing.
Yeah,
no, this is the most disturbing.
I don't even understand why this is even trying to happen.
I don't understand. I mean, this goes against. I think. I can't. This is immoral and ethical. Look, okay.
So just a nice little classified ad. And you ladies, the economy is struggling. Everyone needs a few extra dollars. Here's the ad.
If you like those insurance commercials, this is the ad for you.
Wanted: adventurous woman to give birth to a Neanderthal man. Harvard professor seeks mother for cloned cave baby.
Yeah, and it's not like
it ain't a joke either.
No, it's not a joke, and it's not like they already have because I think it would be better if somehow there were already a Neanderthal existing and the woman just had to fuck them, because I'm pretty sure prostitutes fuck all sorts of monstrous men that they have no desire being with. But this is on some Dr. Mengele shit. This is some...
You think, well... I mean, there's so many things. I mean, obviously, we're not paleontologists or anything, so I guess we have to take the word of this supposed scientist. But, first off, he claims that Neanderthals are not the savage brutes that we've all understood them to be through TV, movies, etc.
Okay,
they're supposed to be intelligent creatures.
Listen,
well, I guess they're not creatures. They're
us. But
So I guess my initial thought of a savage cave beast mauling a woman to get her impregnated is, I guess, off base. It would probably be a nice, touching, loving thing. He'd probably bring a snapped bird with a snapped neck.
Yeah, I mean,
some roots as an offering.
Yeah,
we
can't get
fire. He light fire.
Yeah, can't get no dinosaur shin meat or something like that. So, to me, this whole thing, this is man literally going too far, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I mean, this is sacrilegious if you like that. This is immoral. This is reprehensible. This is an abomination. This man is trying to create an abomination. Every movie...
You just love that word. Everything's a fucking abomination.
This is an abomination. This is an abomination. This is
this is totally unnecessary and could possibly...
No. What they would create, whatever would come out, would be an abomination.
What's the definition of abomination?
I don't know, man.
Okay. Professor George Church of Harvard Medical School believes he can reconstruct Neanderthal DNA and resurrect the species which became extinct 33,000 years ago. See, again, I'm just not understanding the purpose. Why would you want to resurrect the Neanderthals? In modern... Why? What...
I don't understand what purpose would it serve, because, okay, if you're saying to create a sentient being, right? You cannot create, because this is what I said, it's wrong on every level. Let's say some woman would let him defile her with this procedure, okay, and said baby were to be born. What would they do? What type of life would this Neanderthal live? Would you, because if you're trying to say raise this basically sentient humanoid being and put him in a laboratory and experiment on him, put him in a circus, put him in the zoo. I mean, what are you going to do? It's not like, and then also, it's not like this guy can go on a fucking job interview.
I mean, he could probably do construction work.
Motherfucker, he'll kill somebody.
If he's a wild savage, which
no, I'm not saying a wild savage, just because I'm saying, like, would you trust... Okay, it's like, to me, because I don't know much about him because I've never met one, but let's just say he had like a 6th grade education or something like that. All right,
go ahead, finish.
I'm thinking, would you trust this guy with a 100-pound jackhammer? If he, I'm not saying he'd try and impale you with a jackhammer.
How difficult is it to use a jackhammer?
Well, I mean, we've used them before. It could get away from you. He could jackhammer his own foot. I mean, this shit. You're talking about
if this thing is as intelligent as they say, I'm sure. But anyway, yes, Beats, you had something on. Can you use your microphone, please? Thank you.
Yes. Now
he can do the Geico commercial.
Now I just I had made a reference to that earlier, but no, he'd have to remember lines.
Which is slanderous, as the original Geico caveman pointed out. If you remember that first commercial, he was insulted. Damn racist. But anyway, so this is what this cat wants to happen. Professor Church's plan would begin by artificially creating Neanderthal DNA based on genetic code found in fossil remains. He would put the DNA into stem cells, good old stem cells, These would be injected into cells from a human embryo in the early stages of life. It is thought that the stem cells would steer the development of the hybrid embryo on Neanderthal lines rather than human ones. After growing in a lab for a few days, the Neo-Neanderthal embryo would be implanted in the womb of a surrogate mother, the volunteer. Church is a pioneer in synthetic biology who would help to initiate human genome. Okay, so basically this is a test tube baby, a test tube Neanderthal baby. They're going to grow this thing in a petri dish for a while, then shove it inside of a chick who is going to... So now this is so she's just a complete host.
Yes.
She won't have any DNA contributions to this.
Well, I mean, she has to. I mean, no. Wait a second. See, because that's, I actually was trying to breeze through this earlier to find out about that, because when they say,
well, yeah, I guess if it's an embryo, right? Okay, yeah, so there's an embryo, so it will have some.
Yeah, because she has to provide the. I mean, it has to be some egg or something from. It has to be something. Right. I mean, I just don't.
From a human embryo. So yeah. So then the question is, whose embryo are they going to use?
I don't know.
But
I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I mean, this is just very disturbing. This is very disturbing.
He says Neanderthals were not the lumbering brutes of the stereotype.
First of all, how the fuck would he know? I'm not going to take his word for it.
Not just intelligent, ladies and gentlemen. He says they are highly intelligent. Their brains were roughly the size of man's.
Okay.
And they made primitive tools.
Okay.
Which would mean he could use a jackhammer.
Well, jackhammer is not a primitive tool.
But you press a button and the shit goes up and down. That's what I'm saying. How complex is that?
It's not complex, except for, like I said, the shit might rebound and hit him in his jaw and he gets upset and goes crazy.
Let me read this again. They are not lumbering brutes of the stereotype. You don't have to be a
lumbering brute. He could just be clumsy. And the thing rebounds and bangs him in the jaw. He goes crazy. He chops the foreman or something, shoves somebody in a fucking concrete pit. You never know.
All of this sounds like a lumbering brute to me.
I'm not trusting no caveman to work on a construction site.
He told German magazine Der Spiegel, Neanderthals might think...
That's how it's pronounced?
I believe so, yes. Der Spiegel. Neanderthals might think differently.
Like that shit where the whole shebang comes down.
I just watched Django and
Woody Woodpecker. The whole shebang come down.
What is it, Incongruous Bastards? What the fuck?
Inglorious Bastards.
Inglorious Bastards. So.
Quentin Tarantino.
Got the German. Well, got the German thing going. Neanderthals might think differently than we do. They could even be more intelligent than us. Again, I don't understand how he figures this.
But you know what? That I agree with. The amount of dumb motherfuckers there are out there in the world, I can believe that a caveman could, you know what, because I think it would be more pragmatic. I think it would be more, streamlined. Like, that's how I say, like, dogs and things like that in certain instances to me are more efficient than humans, because they do things that they need to do. Like animals in the animal kingdom, they do things because they need to do it. You're not compelled by a whole bunch of emotion and all sorts of nonsense.
Well, like that. That's true. And then this is another one I'm having, another concept he promotes that I'm having trouble grasping. When the time comes to deal with an epidemic or getting off the planet, it's conceivable that their way of thinking could be beneficial.
What the fuck are you talking about?
No, what the fuck is he talking about?
Yeah, I'm saying, does he know something?
I don't know.
I don't know. Hey, what the fuck is this? Oh no, just some chick's titties is hanging out. Just a sidebar thing on Daily Mail, and some model's titties is hanging out. But that's always good, as you can.
However, experts worry that Neanderthals might lack the immunity to modern diseases to survive, and some fear that the process might lead to deformity. Yeah.
You think? So I guess having a big Cro-Magnon, I guess for Frankenstein brow ridge is not bad enough. I mean, this is Encino Man, for Christ's sake. That's what this is, Encino Man.
And the very simple, I don't think it's this bioethicist? Bioethicist. Oh, ethicist, I forgot the E. Bernard Rollin of Colorado State University said, I don't think it's fair to put people into a circumstance where they're going to be mocked and possibly feared. Of course.
Well, see, that's my whole thing. I mean, everything about this, Frankenstein, think about that. The book, obviously. Mm-hmm. Dr. Frankenstein, decided to reanimate for whatever reason. You know the story. The monster comes out. All right. the monster was very much upset because he realized that, and he considered himself an abomination. You know, he was just a freak that people tried, you know, the villagers were afraid of him. Everyone was afraid of him. And he was like, why do I exist? Why am I here? My whole life is just to be, you know, harassed and you know, vilified and, you know, run out of every place that I come to. And it was really a touching story. Have you ever read?
No, I haven't read it.
It's actually very touching because the guy was like, yo, I'm a fucking monster and I should not be. You know, and for me, this caveman is going to get really upset. It's going to be like bringing King Kong to New York, or Mighty Joe Young, or any of those stories where they brought some wild creature, you know, to so-called civilized world.
But seriously, what if he is like the Geico caveman?
I mean, look, listen, if he's making mad jokes and all the rest of the stuff, but then also, let's say he is, like you said, like the Geico caveman, and he has that level of intelligence. Unless they're going to make more of him,
or he can make more of himself.
Well, whatever. That's what I'm saying. He has to make. I mean, because what woman is going to deal with this dude? So obviously,
seriously, you're going to ask that question after watching bitches fuck Beetlejuice.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's true. That, you know,
I'm sorry. You women have no fucking
you're absolutely
shame.
Right. Your women will probably fuck that thing just because.
Just because.
You know, I want to fuck a fucking caveman. You know, on a bed made out of fucking rhino horn and fucking boar skin or some shit like that. I mean, you're probably that's pretty reprehensible. That's messed up. Because I mean, the picture of this dude. I mean, we don't even know if he'll look like this. First of all, this dude looks like the old Mexican guy that used to sell oranges.
That's fucked up.
Hey, I'm just saying.
Why do you hate the Mexicans?
I didn't say I hate Mexicans. It looked like this old Mexican guy that I know that used to sell oranges in Bushwick.
So you say he looks like a Neanderthal?
No, I'm saying that this image here doesn't look like what I thought outside of the width of the mouth. I mean, and the beard. I mean, clearly this guy's beard is ridiculous. But if you just look at his face, just look at his face by itself. He does not look that dissimilar to, like, if you look at the way Mexican people
would mean that this lunatic might be correct.
Well, if he looks like, I mean, if he looks like this outside of obviously the beard line, which I'm pretty sure people could grow this kind of beard because you know this particular representation, he doesn't have fur on him or anything like that. He just has a wild ass beard, which, you know, I've seen plenty of homeless tramps that got crazy wild ass beards. So his face right here does not look like, if I saw this face on the planet right now and the head was the normal size, I'd be like, oh, it's just some old dudes. The dudes look all old and, you know, lumpy looking. I've seen plenty of old guys.
You agree with the guy?
That's if the thing comes out like this. I mean, it might be, like I said, we don't know what kind of fucking monster that will be born. So I wouldn't fuck with this process because it'll probably be a monster.
Well, we'll be happy to hear your opinions on this. You can comment on our YouTube channel.
And it's on the Twitter feed right now. It's already on there right now. So, I mean.
And, of course, Facebook will be happy to hear what you think about Calvin the Caveman coming to your town sometime soon.
Jeez.
Oh, man. Anyway, we're going to take another quick break, and we'll be back again.